Collaborated with the likes of Chris Brown, Cardi B, Doja Cat, Major Lazer, Chainsmokers, Sean Paul, Rick Ross, the late Nipsey Hussle, Ty Dolla Sign, E40, Enrique Iglesias, Russian, Nicky Jam, Faruko, and Taurus Riley, among many others. In August this year, Conscience received a plaque to commemorate amassing over 1 billion streams worldwide via YouTube and Spotify. An advocate for mental health, in 2017, to honor his brother's memory, he launched the Delos Lived Charity Foundation to help people battling with depression. Today, we journey with Conscience on the road to success. Conscience, welcome and thank you for taking time out of your schedule to sit and take us on your awesome journey.
Bless up, Wagwan.
All right. I know
You can
you're
hear
saying
me?
something, but I'm not hearing you.
Yo, 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 testing, 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 testing. Now
I'm
you hear
not
me?
hearing you, but I'm seeing you for certain. You're looking great as always. And,
May I get the reading?
congratulations as usual. You welcome the birth of your second son with your wife, Latoya Spence. Congratulations. So we're waiting to
Yo, yo,
get
yo, yo.
Conscience audio up and running, but he's absolutely early, very professional. Yeah. Can you hear
Still
can you
no?
hear me now,
I'm hearing you.
Conscience?
Yeah, I
You
hear
can hear
you.
me, but I'm not. I know
Yeah.
that you're talking. I know that you're saying stuff, but I'm not hearing you. But in the meantime, so we're at the realest song, at the realest song.
Guide my steps as you sit on your throne. Show me the way to get me food and me water. And do not make me go jump body for them own. Only for
Holy
people make
papi,
bad
but
mind
not
take
that
them
man take them
over.
over.
Yeah. Check. I
Yeah,
hear you
yeah, yeah,
loud
yeah,
and
yeah.
clear. So I'm
You have me
saying,
now?
Conscience, I have you know, man, up and
All right, let's
running.
go.
So I'm saying thank you so much for taking time out of your schedule, to take us on your awesome journey. It's a journey, and we see the success, we see the ups and the downs, and he's still doing it in a big way.
Right,
And
right. Thank you for having me.
congratulations. Congrats on the new babe. You see you showing off your
Mm-hmm.
baby. I said, yeah, welcome
Of
new
course,
addition to the
yeah, man.
family. It's a great look. But let's kick things off, Conscience, with your foundation. How would you describe your childhood growing up in Sherlock Crescent?
I would start it before Sherlock Crescent. I would start it in Upper Camp, Kingston, Jamaica.
Mm.
Father was a soldier, so the early days from little pitney days, Upper Camp,
Mm-hmm.
we live. You know what I mean? And that was before moving to Sherlock Crescent. We moved to Sherlock when I actually just start high school at Excelsior.
Okay, but what was that like though as a child? Because daddy being a soldier, you being at Up Park Camp and around that kind of environment, what was it like? Was it like a real strict environment that you grew up in, or flexibility was there?
There was discipline, but I wouldn't say it overly strict. I would
Mm-hmm.
say it was kind of a sheltered world because of the safety of being in a park camp. You know what I mean? And
Mm-hmm.
moving to Sherlock was definitely a contrast in comparison to living in a park camp. Just like any other growing up where as far as being a little boy. You know what I mean? Enough
Mm-hmm.
sports, enough ball game, enough pool or swimming and them type of vibes there. Schoolwork. So it wasn't that environment where I was living like a soldier. Or, you know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? It was
Okay.
just safe and sheltered.
Did you ever have like an inclination to say be a part of the army? Was that because what if a boy picnic them like soldier business and
Never,
them thing there? What was your
never,
passion younger? Wow.
never. A whole heap of my friends, I think, being growing up in a park camp actually propel them to become soldiers as well and fall in love with the lifestyle, the military lifestyle. I think are the total opposite for me. And I mean, we definitely did have authority problem when we have a school. And we just never like discipline. We never like, I wasn't a rude person, but we never like being told what to do. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
give thanks. I was a person where 9 times out of 10 we do the right thing. But if you tell me to do ABC, me I go do XYZ. So that's really the effect that having a soldier as a father and growing up in a poverty had on me.
And in terms of, like what were some of the values that your parents would instill in you, perhaps values that has helped to define who you are today as a man?
I think, you know, majority of my adolescent years, which I would say the value building at them years are the major years. I was away from my parents, from both parents. So like I feel like life kind of teach me a whole lot of things and it could have gone either way. I'm just happy the way it turned out. Yeah.
Okay. How would you, or what did you enjoy most about your high school years? So understand that you never too like being told what to do, but conscience in high school, what did you enjoy most?
Girls, ball game, schoolwork to an extent. I didn't really love being in class. I love the act of being a student. But me love pass exam. So I like that feeling, the achievement feeling of pass exam. So I actually do what it took to make sure say me in a position to excel. Yeah.
Okay, I understand that. Now, at what point along the journey did you get your introduction or some sort of exposure to music?
Exposure to music as a fan has been there from day one. The desire to be an artist, however, came very late. Came in like after high school and after 2 years of trying all different type of work. I realized my older brother now he fell in love with music before me as an artist, and I just said want to do whatever him do. So I think that was how I started try it, and then realized I'm actually good at it, and then me take another step back and realize all the hustling and all the work what me used to do, like 50% of the money was to spend on studio at the time. You know what I mean, as a hobby. So I started to say to myself, why do this thing as a hobby when I can actually do it as my work? You know what I mean?
So tell us now how the whole idea was born, because both you and your brother, Soja was formed.
Right.
Take us back to that significant moment as it relates to your musical trek, because while doing Soja, like you mentioned, he's still doing the 9 to 5 and filtering back the money into the music.
It was all him, I think he was very, very serious about music from jump. You know what I mean? And I think for me, even though we both love music as fans, for me being an artist, it made sense to me when it started making dollars. You know what I mean? So even though we had the demo and everything, it wasn't until we get a #1 song in Japan, produced by Cashflow to DJ Neil, and I realized this is serious thing, you know what I mean? It's money upon this. Not just, oh, me love it, and like we have CDs pile up, so we're just we and people on the ends are listening. But we never really want to, I can't speak for myself, I didn't really want to be an artist. I'm a very introverted person, and even more so at the time.
Introverted extroverts.
Right? Yeah. So when it started we start to say, can I make money? Then that's when we really say, all right, stop wasting your life. Let's go.